Today we're going inside the cupboard of my bureau. There's a box here that hasn't been opened in years and I can't remember what's inside. Take a look with me. So what do we have? Some Conti crayons, some artist acrylics, enamel paint, watercolour, some Winsor & Newton and De La Rowney acrylics, chalk pastel set number 1, Caran d'Ache colouring pencils, a dipping pen, a fountain pen with cartridge, another dipping pen, chalk pastel set number 2, grayscale, Winsor & Newton inks, Reeves watercolour set, Conti crayons. Hold on, these are just Faber-Castell pencils, not very blanc. Ah, here's the Conti crayons. Brush cleaner, oil pastels, well loved, designer's gouache, drawing pen nibs, gold leaf, wouldn't know where to start with that, magnifying glass, chalk pastel set number 3, little tiny ones, a pencil and one of those pencil blenders. We've got some not cold press, watercolour paper. I don't know the difference between hot press and cold press. I should look into it, but it won't be today. I guess I go straight onto the pad. Got this palette, which I should have preserved for watercolour, but it's full of acrylic that's dried on, but it will do. First, I'm cutting a portion of the paper down to size so I can fold it into a card. I've just measured halfway across the paper. Thankfully, the finished card fits into an A5 envelope. I'm using my fresh roll of low-tack tape to draw a perfect circle on the paper. I'm not sure if my reference is a perfect circle, but to my eye it looks perfectly round. I'm using the watercolours and the colouring pencils from the box. I decided on this reference of oysters on a platter because it's for an anniversary card. The couple's children are making them a delicious fish dinner as a gift, so this card will help them connect this anniversary to that memory. I think this is a good card idea. Have it match the theme of the gift if you're giving something along with the card. The next card idea is a collage. I don't think you need a huge selection of paper to work from. I didn't have that many different kinds. And it doesn't matter if some paper is heavier than other. They mix and match pretty well. I used a cutout from a magazine, some craft card, some sugar paper and some cardstock. I had a pack of plain greeting cards to decorate in different colours that I used as the backing for these cards. I freestyle cut some shapes of bodies for some cartoony birds. You could totally draw the shapes before cutting them out if you wanted to. Then I mix and match the shapes so the bodies, wings, tails and beaks are all different but still kind of cohesive. I actually thought greeting cards were a distinctly British thing, given that I was born in Portugal and we don't have the custom of exchanging cards there. I just assumed it was not a very European tradition. So I looked into it. And interestingly, the first to use greeting cards were the early Chinese and Egyptian civilizations. The next time there's a record of cards being made and exchanged was in Germany in the early 1400s. Handmade greeting cards spread right across Europe, and as the centuries wore on, they were taken across to the US. My mum and I are now quite into the custom of giving cards, especially thank you and anniversary cards. I like to make my own when I get the time and opportunity. It can just get a bit difficult to get ahead and have enough stored up so they're ready when I need them. I start outlining and adding drawn details to one of the cards, but in the end, I think that makes it look more homemade and less clean, so I don't repeat that effect for the others. this final set of cards, I use my Winsor & Newton drawing inks, my dip pen, the Conti crayons, some black gel pens and calligraphy pens. I use some pipettes to extract the ink from the jars and put it onto my palette. I try out the drawing inks in my sketchbook before I start, but I don't make any designs ahead of time. I just mask off an area in the middle to write a message and then freestyle the rest of the process. I did have some inspiration from Pinterest, but none of these are copies of what I found on there. The first design is very easy to replicate. I simply use different sized brushes and my dip pen to make different width stripes. Then I go in with my dip pen to make some little heart-shaped leaves on the thinnest stripe. You could make a series of these in different colours, or even experiment with making one multicoloured card. It reminds me of old-fashioned bed linen for some reason, but I like it. Next, I get quite experimental. I should have practiced the flower shapes before I put them on the card. I don't really like my first flower, but it can't be the only one like it on the card, so I draw another one like it on the other end to balance it out. I did a bit too much on this card. I do like the addition of the Conti crayon. I used hairspray to set it. It's an alternative to fixative. And I like the contrast of the blue and pink, but I didn't really know where to stop with this one. I didn't like what I did to the writing in the middle, so I covered it up with a bit of scrap paper and wrote across that again. Now I felt I needed to tie in the green elsewhere on the card, so I used my Caran d'Ache pencil crayon to make some marks all around the card. And finally, I call it done. The next design was inspired by something I saw online. On the original, it was a stack of multicoloured mugs with a bunch of yellow daisies inside the top mug. I started with the stripes, masked off the middle for the mug, and then drew the mug and flowers. To balance out the black, I outlined the stripes, and finally I used the ink to write alternate letters on the message underneath. I went abstract and a bit chaotic. I blobbed and blotted and sprinkled ink all over the card and over the masked off area. Then I sat there for a while trying to figure out what to do. I considered sprinkling salt on, so then I thought about using some collage again. I drew on some basic flowers onto this photocopy from a gardening book and then cut them out, sticking them onto the card in a way that looked balanced and nice. actually quite like how this turned out. And that's it. Here's the final selection of cards. Let me know if you try any of these or if you do some different ones and post them online. Tag me so I can take a look. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.